The football world is moving fast, and we have the biggest stories you need to hear right now. Arsenal officials are taking direct action regarding the development of their young goalkeeper Lucas Nygaard. They are planning a trip to Denmark to meet with Brabrand IF to determine if extending his loan is the best move for his career trajectory.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Manchester City has officially leapfrogged Arsenal at the top of the Premier League table, following a tense victory over Burnley. Erling Haaland delivered the decisive goal in a match that saw the title race tighten significantly as the competition hits the final stretch. The Women's Champions League semifinals are set to deliver massive clashes this weekend. The trophy holders Arsenal are preparing for an intense showdown against the 8-time champions Lyon in a rematch that promises high stakes and top-tier drama. In the other semi-final bracket, Bayern Munich is ready to host the powerhouse Barcelona in a battle to reach the final in Oslo. This is shaping up to be an incredible weekend of European football, so make sure you stay updated by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel with notifications turned on. Ever wonder what really happens behind the scenes when a Premier League giant sends a young talent out on loan? It is not just about dumping a player and hoping for the best. It is a calculated gamble on a human being's future. Arsenal's latest move involving young goalkeeper Lucas Nygaard proves exactly how meticulous the club is becoming with their prospect development. Since arriving at the Emirates in 2024, Nygaard has been identified as a long-term project. But let's be real, the gap between youth football and the intense pressure of the first team is massive. That is why Arsenal shipped him off to the Danish side Brabrand IF for a 3-month loan, a move that is already paying dividends. Now, the plot thickens. Brabrand is so impressed that they are pushing to keep him until the end of the season. And here is where it gets interesting. Instead of just signing off on a piece of paper, Arsenal is doing something far more proactive. They are sending club officials directly to Denmark to kick the tires and see exactly how Nygaard is living, training, and growing. Brabrand's sporting director, Andreas Rasch Christensen, confirmed that Arsenal is in constant contact, keeping a watchful eye on every aspect of the kid's development. It is a refreshing level of dedication that shows the Gunners aren't just farming out players, they are curating them. If this inspection goes well, don't be surprised to see Nygaard extend his stay in Denmark, banking those crucial, gritty minutes that he simply cannot get sitting on a reserve bench in London. It is a smart play, but it begs the question, are these deeper, more hands-on loan evaluations the key to finally churning out a consistent stream of world-class academy graduates? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all the latest updates on the Arsenal youth pipeline. After all, the next superstar might just be one successful loan away from breaking into the squad. The Premier League throne has a new occupant, and for the first time in 200 days, Arsenal is looking up at Manchester City. Erling Haaland was the hero at Turf Moor, firing home his 48th goal of the season just 5 minutes in to secure a 1-0 victory. But don't let that scoreline fool you. This wasn't the total demolition we expected. City battered the Burnley goal with 28 attempts, yet they struggled to find that clinical second strike that would have put this game to bed. Instead, we were treated to a nerve-wracking affair where City looked surprisingly human, playing in second gear while Burnley desperately hunted for an equalizer that never came. This result is a double-edged sword. It marks City's ascension to the top, but it also confirms Burnley's heartbreaking relegation, their third drop in 3 seasons. Pep Guardiola's men have now lost only once in their last 21 league games, a terrifying statistic for anyone trying to stop this juggernaut. Yes, Arsenal can reclaim the lead this Saturday against Newcastle, but the momentum has shifted. The psychological advantage now sits firmly in the blue half of Manchester. Is this the moment the title race finally swings for good, or are we just setting the stage for a final day miracle at the Emirates? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're riding the wave of this Premier League drama, smash that subscribe button to keep up with every twist and turn. In football, as in life, it's not about how you start, but but who has the steel to finish at the very top? The road to the Women's Champions League crown is reaching a fever pitch, and frankly, the semi-final lineup is nothing short of legendary. We are looking at Arsenal versus Lyon and Bayern Munich taking on the juggernaut that is Barcelona. If you love elite-level soccer, this is the weekend that defines greatness. Let's start with the big one. Bayern Munich hosting Barcelona on Saturday. Now Bayern is coming in hot, having just secured their 4th straight Bundesliga title. They've been almost flawless domestically, but let's be real, taking on Barcelona is a different beast entirely. Barca is chasing their 4th title, and they've been terrifying this season, losing just once in all competitions. With 32 goals scored and only 5 conceded, they are basically a cheat code. Can Bayern flip the script after that 7-1 drubbing earlier in the season? It's a tall order, but that's exactly why we watch. Then, on Sunday, we get a rematch for the history books, Arsenal versus Lyon. These two are old rivals who know each other's tactics inside and out. Lyon is the undisputed royalty of this competition with 8 titles, and they've historically owned their trips to London. But Arsenal is the trophy holder, and they've shown they can pull off miracles, like last season's stunning turnaround against these exact opponents. Arsenal is coming off a bit of a shaky run, but when the Champions League anthem plays, the atmosphere changes. This is the pinnacle of the women's game, where legends are made and dynasties are tested. Will Barca keep their historic streak alive, or will we see a massive upset? Let me know who you think is booking their ticket to the final in Oslo in the comments below. And if you want to keep up with every twist and turn of this tournament, hit that subscribe button. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many trophies you have on the shelf. It only matters how you perform when the pressure is at its absolute peak. The stage is set for a blockbuster weekend in the Women's Champions League, and honestly, the matchups couldn't be more electric. We're talking about Arsenal versus Lyon and Bayern Munich taking on the juggernaut that is Barcelona. It's the kind of high-stakes soccer that reminds us why we fell in love with the game in the first place. Let's start with the narrative of the tournament, Barcelona. They aren't just playing, they are on a mission to reach their 6th consecutive final. With 32 goals scored and only 5 conceded, they are statistically terrifying. UWCL is clinical, and Alexia Putellas is pulling strings with a master-class level of vision. Bayern Munich, fresh off securing their 4th consecutive Bundesliga title, will be hosting them this Saturday. Bayern is hungry, but they've got a massive chip on their shoulder after that 7-1 thrashing by Barcelona earlier this season. Can they tighten up their defense, or will the Catalan machine just roll on? It's a tall task, but history is often made when an underdog finally stops respecting the giant. Then we have the heavyweight collision between Arsenal and Lyon. This is a repeat of last year's drama, and if you saw how that series unfolded, you know exactly what kind of intensity to expect. Lyon is the undisputed royalty of this competition with 8 titles, and they've historically made Arsenal look second best every time they visit London. But Arsenal is never a team to count out. They've had a shaky run lately, including a tough loss to Brighton, but European nights under the lights have a way of resetting a team's internal clock. With stars like Melchi Dumornay and Mariona Caldenti likely to feature, this is going to be a tactical chess match played at breakneck speed. As we look ahead to the final in Oslo this May, the question isn't just who will win, but who has the mental fortitude to survive these 2-legged gauntlets. If you're a fan of elite-level competition, make sure you clear your schedule for these first legs. Which of these 4 teams do you think has the steel to lift the trophy in Oslo? Let me know your predictions in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all the latest updates on the road to the final. After all, in the Champions League, the only thing more certain than the drama is that nothing is ever truly decided until the final whistle.